Okay, let's get it. What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Sean from Collector's Closet, coming at you with another review. And today we're going to take a look at the DC Multiverse Grifter. Now, of course, this is by McFarlane Toys, so McFarlane Mercenaries. We may have us another hard hitter. Now, taking a look at the packaging, say less, we already know what we're getting. Open window view, showcasing the figure and the accessories. No guns because of DC on their bullshit, but Todd McFarlane did come out with a weapons pack. Go ahead and pre-order that. It's a definite buy for sure. On the side, you get Grifter. This is from the Infinite Frontier. On the back, I like how they doing the new panels for the back of the packaging, showcasing the entire figure. Just a big ass picture of the figure. Nothing else, but I like that. On the side, nothing less. But so, you new to the channel, we do all unboxings live, uncut, raw, no editing allowed. So, get the knife. So let's get straight into it. So I've been MIA for a little bit. I've been trying to get my my new station set up. So I've been working on that. Still collecting though, as you can see. I got this at GameStop. So check your local GameStops. They are showing up there. GameStop has been hitting hard lately. So go ahead and check your local GameStops if you're trying to find this. In the packaging, you also get the collector's card, which is nothing but the image that's on the back. And you get that McFarlane puck. Signature puck. So let's go ahead and file the packaging. There's that. And start with the accessories. Let's get the accessories out of there, which is just a sword and a knife, which looks pretty good. They're flimsy as hell. I can tell you that right now. They're super pliable. Look at that. And the knife. They both look pretty good though. So no complaints there. And it looks like we only have one tie down. See if my knife can get that. I need to sharpen my knife actually. This particular one anyway. There's one. There's two. Let's put that up. Pull that guy out. And that's it for packaging. But there he is. Now, when I saw this at GameStop, he looked dope as hell. It was a definite buy for me. I also picked up those deceased figures. I got the whole, well, both waves. I think there's two waves. I found both waves at GameStop. So check your GameStops. Like I said, those guys are hitting hard right now. What I'm going to do, let me tilt my camera down a little bit. There we go. And bring him in. Well, let's start with the accessories. You get this knife here. Blade is painted and done pretty good. And the blade is painted silver. Nice little sculpt going on in there. So there's that. And here's the sword. Now, I didn't see. So there's no sheath for the sword. And nothing for the knife. That's kind of bogus. That's kind of bogus. So it looks like he's just supposed to just, if you got to display it with the sword or the knife. But they both look pretty good. Like I said, this one here is super pliable. The knife is a lot more sturdy and rigid than the sword, but yeah. If you hear the squeaking, that's my chair. I need to get a new chair, apparently. But this is super comfortable. But anyway, let's bring them in closer. Take a look at the details. The paint on the face is done really good. The paint on the hair is done and applied very well. Looks like some brownish type, golden type color or wash that's going on the hair. There's an ear hidden behind there. Nice sculpt and detail on the shirt. One thing McFarlane does very well is sculpt. People talk shit about McFarlane, man, but they gotta relax. They gotta relax. His sculpt and detail is off the chain. Yeah, quality and articulation could be a little bit better. As long as he doesn't change the waist, which we'll get into. I don't care about the pins, so not a big deal for me. Pants are sculpted and printed very well. Look at the boots. Nice wash going on. Strings tied up. That sculpt is very good. Get some stitching on the leather jacket. And that green is hitting out very well. Back, you even get, some weathering on the jacket. Look at the wrinkles on the jacket. Looks pretty good. Looks really good, actually. So we're going to jump straight into articulation. The head, I don't think it's going to... That popped out. Look at that shit. But you're not going to be seeing that. Let me try to get this ball position back. It's a double ball. So, there we go. So, looking up, you're not going to get much. Looking down, not much either because of the mask. But you get a little bit. You do get tilt because it's a double ball. Hasbro, pay attention. Shoulders go out that far to a T. You do get bicep swivel. We are also double jointed at the elbow. And that doesn't look too bad. Maybe it's the color, but it's a little gappage or breaking up as far as the jacket is concerned, but that don't bother me too much. There's that. You can get his arms down to his side like so. See, rotation at the wrist. Mine is stiff. There we go. And you have that McFarlane universal ball. So whichever way you position it, it hinges in and out or up and down. And you got a trigger finger hand on this. Red paint. It's done pretty good. And you get that red paint on the that ball joint. And it's sculpting work in there as well. Check that out. So that's pretty good. So far, A1. Let's check out the ab crunch. Now there's an ab cut here, which gets you a little bit of crunch. Now, I hear a lot of people talking shit about that ab cut that McFarlane has, that you don't get much range. If you try to bend just right here yourself, you're not going to get that much. You're not going to bend over that far. When you bend over, most of it is done at the waist. So that's why I like that he gives us that ball at the waist. So you get more crunch. Right? As far as leaning back on that top ab cut, you don't get much. And I think that's due to the hindrance of the jacket. But let's see. Let me show you what I'm talking about. We're going to finish the articulation on Grifter, but I want to show you guys something, man, because I hear a lot of reviewers talking shit, and he falls over, about that ab cut. Let's see if I can get him to stand. And let's see. Here we go. This is the Batman of Zuranar. So that ab cut, right? You see how it bends in that far? Here's a neutral. Here's it bent in, right? You just get a little bit. And coming back, you get a lot more back, right? A little gappage, but you get more back on that top ab cut. And, the anatomy of a person works the same exact way. Most of your bend comes at your waist. So yeah, you may not get much here, just a little bit, but combined together, that's when you can bend over, right? Try it yourself. Try to just bend at your top a hip. You're not gonna get much. Most of it comes at your waist. So, Todd, keep doing what you're doing, baby. Now, as far as leaning back on that top, you're not gonna get much, but at that bottom waist, he can lean back that far, which is pretty good, and you get your rotation there, and you don't see that breaking up, you know, that flat surface squared off shit like what Hasbro, pay attention, right? The jacket is nice and pliable a little bit, and you get the your rotation up here as well. As far as tilt, you can tilt that far and that far with the combined, or just at the waist really. So that's pretty good. Legs kick up that far. They go back that far. You get very good thigh swivel in here. I like that it's hidden, doesn't break up the sculpt. You don't need much thigh rotation, me personally, right? I don't need it to go 360 like everybody say, man. Come on, man, get the fuck out of here. You're not posting your figure with the thigh spent all the way around, so why does it even matter? But that's good enough right there for me. Legs go all the way out. Now he does have that older joint system down in the hips. Doesn't bother me one bit. Doesn't break up the sculpt with the thigh rotation. I mean, we getting like some very good articulation. Yeah, he could tighten up a little bit on quality with some of his figures, but the sculpt, paint, and detail, man, is off the fucking chain, period. Get double jointed knees, which work pretty good. And let's see, do we got a, now it would have been dope if he would have gave us a boot cut here, because it doesn't really break up the sculpt, right? Foot hinges down that far, hinges all the way up, and you do get crazy amount of pivot, as well as the McFarlane toe hinge. So this figure, man, is pretty fucking dope. I mean, you ask me, this is a badass figure. And just for sake of a little bit of posing, let's see what we can do. I'm not that good. I'm no D amazing. I aspire to be. Oh, check this out. I didn't even peep this. There's a cut right at the bottom of the shin. Check that shit out. That's so dope, yo. Oh, that's dope. But there he is. See if we can get him to hold this pose. My rocker on this side doesn't want to engage. There we go. And there he is. It's a dope looking ass figure, man. And of course, the weapons go in the hand like so. Hands are hard, but the sword is super pliable. I need a happy medium with that. I say make the weapons just as sturdy. I don't mind the fight a little bit, but when they're too gummy, man, and you got hard hands, it's super hard to put them in, to me personally. But they fit in his hand like so. I don't know which way, whichever way you want to pose it, right? There he is. Looking dope, diggity dope, dope. Trying to get him to stand. Hold that pose. Looks pretty good. Foul this plastic. Don't mind my little station, man. Get my camera. There we go. All right. Now, for size comparisons, here's the Batman of Zarnar. And his ankles are loose as hell. Let's get him back. There we go. He's a good looking figure, man, but his ankles tend to be a little on the loose side. I like that pose, so I'm keeping him in it. You know, we can't have a size comparison without my boy. 100 grand. Major Blood. Scale him in there. 6-inch. Of course, McFarlane is 7-inch. You got to get my girl out here, Riri. And then with him in that pose, man, she's still shorter than him. Check that out. Or just about his height. All right. Let's move you guys out the way. And recently reviewed. I haven't posted this yet because I think I was off that day a little bit, man, as far as reviewing, and I didn't realize that I didn't go over in the video that his head does glow. I didn't know that until I was taking him upstairs and the lights were off and saw his damn head glowing. But that's how those guys scale. These are both 7-inch. This is by Mattel, of course. Scare Glow from the Multiverse Revelations. But yeah, they look pretty good. Pretty good. Anyway, let's do one more. Matter of fact, we got Green Arrow recently reviewed on the channel. We get his arrows and his bow all in there, you dig. Let's see. And that's how those guys scale. All posed up, right? Looking dope. You heard? But anyway, there's a look at Grifter from McFarlane. Part of this is the Infinite Frontier. Also, man, on the packaging, man, yeah, we get this dope ass image, right? But you don't, if there is figures in the wave, I mean, this is something new. You don't get that cross reference showcasing the figures that are also in the wave at the bottom anymore. So keep that in mind. But yeah, all in all, man, it's a dope ass figure. Like I said, I got mine at GameStop, so make sure you check your GameStops. But subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and share. Let me know what you think about this one. And you guys know my saying, man. It's your boy Sean, and I'm out. 1.